Alright, I'm just going to do a live comm over this gameplay because my audio for some reason didn't record through OBS. Me and Starry just got into a random lobby here in Among Us. And surprisingly, look at this, somebody gets killed right off the bat, super quick. Go to the chat. I don't think anybody even knew who it was at this point. I think we ended up skipping. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know who it is. Self-report, possibly. I will say this was a pretty good group that we played a few games with. Except for Know You. After just saying that. And while we're waiting here, I'll just say, like, I noticed a lot in random public groups. A lot of people join and then just randomly leave, either before the game has started or during the game. It's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you even joining if you're not actually going to play it out? Robbie. You got really lucky right there. 4v4. 4 people skipped, 4 people voted for him. Alright. Now I gotta get my tasks done since I'm the crewmate. Since I didn't even get to do the freaking insert keys on the dropship. So Stizzy right there. Looks like he's doing a task, so he should be innocent. And emergency meeting. So yeah, I think they were saying before that it was Robbie. 4 people clearly voted for him. I didn't see that at the very beginning, so I know I skipped. But this time around, since Dovahkiin and everybody else, 4 people had voted last round, I just immediately went for it. I think everybody else votes for him. Not sure how we missed him in the first round, but and then Robbie gives us the tease right here, saying he's too loyal. He ain't gonna give up his teammate. He even votes for himself. Some reason Starry decided to skip. I don't know why. Yeah, we didn't have the confirm on at this point either for confirming if it was actually an imposter or not. So I think everybody was pretty unanimous on it though. Fat is just chilling there. Might be doing that task. Clearly somebody was over on the right already. And Fat's still just chilling there. I didn't even get on these. I don't even know why I went over here, honestly. I'm thinking back on it now. I don't even know what I was doing. Whoever is the other imposter, they were sabotaging a lot of the doors. Fat called out Starry right here. Starry's saying something about Kira. No, he's just saying he's got somebody else with him. And Kira's calling out Stizzy. Or Starry, I should say. We all ended up actually voting Starry, I think, here, but I think this was incorrect. And I only actually voted for Starry because I was playing with him and we were communicating, but we weren't trying to give anything away. So if I was the imposter, he was the imposter. Obviously, we weren't saying anything. And if I got killed by somebody, I wouldn't tell him. And if he got killed by somebody, he wouldn't tell me who it was. That way, we kept it fair. But yeah, we did vote him out right here, and he obviously wasn't the second imposter. It's kind of unfortunate when you're playing in this manner with a random random people that the only real communication is through text. I think there can be good and bad to that, obviously. So it sometimes doesn't really work out in your favor. People are dropping like flies right here. Look at this. I mean, no you left, obviously, but all the rest of them have been killed. So Stizzy calls out Kira. I don't remember if did Fat call out anybody. Stizzy. We're just waiting on Fat to make his choice here. I mean, it's already clearly 2 votes for Kira. Robbie, the other imposter, just decides to leave the game. That should be an immediate indicator right there to Fat to go ahead and vote for her. There it is. GG's for the crewmates. Got the victory. I still don't know how they figured out it was Robbie at the beginning, and then obviously somebody saw Kira, so. Yeah, they wanted to change this to confirm the eject, so that way we would know if it was the imposter or not. I mean, I like it off just because it makes it, that a little bit, it just makes it that much harder, Yeah, we're changing up the task too because people were getting killed way too quick and the tasks were not getting done. Now we lost 2 players in No You and Robbie, so. Oh, yeah, that's right. Tusky joined. Kira's rocking the Elmer Fudd hat. Like Dovahkiin, he's got his little Viking helmet going. Bots is rocking the toilet paper on the head. Nice. Yeah, so Stizzy is the one that called for the confirm ejects to get changed. So I know I went to it earlier, but I do change it right now. So that way they can see it. I think Fat actually didn't want it on, but I changed it and just started the game, so it kind of helps out obviously when you're I think when you're playing with a group of randoms, it's probably better to have it that way, but again, just makes it more challenging when you don't have it. And of course, the guy crewmate again. I feel like Wildcat, just always getting crewmate. Alright, so we got less tasks to do this time. See what the imposters can get done. It's always a smart play for the imposters, turning off the lights if they can get some quick kills, especially if they get some doubles. It's really good. I'm really surprised this game didn't pop off a long time ago. I mean, it's just recently, over like the last month or two, got really popular. But I mean, it's just so simple, and yet it's such a great game. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, let's get this done. Here comes Tusky. You can see him, and yep, right through the face. And then clearly, Fat is the other imposter, as you just saw right there. He was right there, and he vented. I just finished my task. Yep, see, he vented straight through there. So I know right then and now that it's Fat is the other imposter. Just gotta get my task done and hope the rest of the crewmates figure it out. So they didn't actually report my body, they reported Starry's. Yeah, and Starry was outside a medical bay. Really sucks that I didn't get the audit from this because then obviously I would have had Starry's kind of POV and, at least hearing from how everything was going for on his side too. So I know he wasn't too happy with getting murdered right there. Yeah, so Tusky and Fat are the imposters. See how they play this out. Fat's asking a lot of questions. Yeah, like I said, we played a couple games with this group. Fat really did well in typing a lot, right? Talking a lot in the chat, really trying to throw people off his scent. I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, obviously they didn't have enough information. Had to skip that round. Get my task done here. Just saw Fat run up north. ID Yelp 0. I'm 3'6", 92 pounds, as is everybody. Yellow. And blood type is O negative. Didn't know ghosts had blood types. Alright, so these three are all good. We know that right off the rip. And here comes one of the imposters. Kira's dipping out. And see, he's not even faking tasks, honestly. He's just like moving around. And this part was really weird. He's clearly got green just chilling there, yet he follows two of them. And I was thinking like it'd make so much more sense for him just to stay there and kill the other guy, but I guess he's trying to keep up the illusion that he's just trying to follow these guys around. But he's not doing any tasks. Like he follows them, but then he leaves them. I don't know if he was thinking of venting right there. I don't know what he was if he didn't know where to go. So he cuts the lights, and Stizzy finds the dead body in mid, which clearly Tusky killed. Or actually, I mean, it might have been Fat in the very early part of the game. Oh, that's an indictment right there. Light blue running out of the storage where the body was found. Well, that's it. Bye, Tusky. GG's, buddy. I was nowhere near. Papaya, good enough for me. And his buddy Fat is like, I guess. Julius and Dovahkiin just take a little bit longer to get convinced. Green imposter. He's lying. I mean, that always happens, right? One person accuses you, you obviously accuse them right back. It's just standard. And now we can actually see he was an imposter. Lights are still out, so Fat can probably get another kill depending on what his cooldown's at. I was really surprised he didn't go for Kira right there. Like, he clearly could have seen her with his vision, right? Kira had no idea he was there. But Fat clearly had the vision. She's clearly all alone. But for some reason, he completely avoids that entire side of the map. Like, that was an easy kill. And yet he comes back over here and gets Stizzy, who, I mean, that's just pure luck that Stizzy wrapped it back around. Takes a vent here. Again, not sure why. What was the point? I think he pops up right there. So why couldn't you just walked around? He clearly sees that Julius is here, right? Again, turns the lights off. That should be an easy kill. Like, he should have already gotten another one right then. Then he would have just been down to him and 3 others. Yeah, Dovahkiin calls out that it's by lava pit. I can't remember if... And see, I think this is very smart right here, right? Fat, again, like I said before, very vocal in the chat, calls out another teammate that is good in doing a task, right? Dusky's being a smart you-know-what right here. Guys, it's not me, I swear. He's already dead and voted out. So Papaya calls out Kira. Dovahkiin. Happens a lot, right? You just get scared. It's one person, and you just run away. Just try to get as much distance as you can. Don't get killed. I mean, amazing for Fat to get Kira out here. I mean, I know that he didn't specifically do it. He kind of got Papaya's help, but I mean, right there, that's even. It really helps his odds. You're talking about 3 of them left in him. But again, I don't understand his strategy here. He's like chilling there. He doesn't immediately take off to act like he's doing any tasks. He's like bouncing all around, in and out. The lights are off here, right? Like, Papaya's an easy kill. You follow Dovahkiin into here where you can't get out. There's no way to get out without going out throughout that door. It seems like there's some missed opportunities that I just don't understand Fat's logic of running around, especially if you go to the trouble of sabotaging. Utilize the sabotage, right? If you're gonna turn the lights off, you know that one person is alone in that room. I mean, yeah, you kind of, and look, now he's faking a task when nobody's around. Literally nobody's around, and he's just staying around in this room. Takes the vent. We're all just, you can see Starry up top. We're all just floating around trying to find him. There's Julius, Dovahkiin, and Papaya outside. Stabilizers are going. Dovahkiin's already up there. You got Julius here doing, don't really know what. Fat pops up. And I'm going to assume Julius saw that, right? Because it's right there. And I'm really surprised Julius doesn't say anything here. Like, right off the bat, it should have been, boom, I saw Fat come through the vent. But Yeah, see, Julius is stuck here because you clearly have Dovahkiin's going for Fat, and Fat obviously is going to vote right back at Dovahkiin, so it's all up to Julius here. Because I mean, if if this is the wrong vote, the game's over. And again, I'm still amazed that Julius doesn't bring up the whole vent thing because he popped up right next to him, and Julius just randomly votes, doesn't really say much. So at this point, we had no clue if he voted for Dovahkiin or Fat. Just need Fat's vote, which again should have been pretty quick with Dovahkiin voting for him. And there it is. Julius made the right call. Tusky left the game just like the last game, right? GG's, Fat. Crewmates win again. We lost Tusky, so we gotta get one more person back in here for another game. Sent it to Fat saying, almost had it, man. That was close. Honestly, he just had to convince one more person. If he could have convinced Julius, then he would have had it, but Julius made the right call. You see that so much. Like I've actually watched a lot of Among Us from like Valkyrae and Wildcat, and the I think Courage and Ninja and all of them have been streaming it as well. But you see that so often where you'll get people who are being like third imposters or fourth imposters, who are everybody's just calling out the wrong people. So it was good to see in this game that you had people just going, "This is what happened," and people just going, "All right, good enough for me. Let's go for it," right? And just vote people out. I will say we played for quite a while, Starry and I, and we did notice that it took a while if you did lose players to kind of get people in, which is really weird to me because if you look at the setup for Among Us, when you go into the main menu, you only have three options to create a game, go to public game, or private game. And when you go to the public games, the ones on top are always going to be the ones that have the most people in them. So it's an easier thing for people to join, right? To get the fuller parties done, right? Get 10 out of 10 people, get them into a game, and they're going. So I don't know why we had so many instances like this where you have 9 out of 10, and logically it should be super quick for somebody to go ahead and join. But for some reason we just were stuck here. I think we ended up just starting a game with 9. I don't think we got an extra player. Maybe so. I know we had a guy called Elmer Fudd join, which is great, but I don't remember if he joined in this game or. And see, you can see me spamming that private public thing, and I'm just hoping that by changing that, flicking it, maybe it'll update the server on the public game page back at the main menu just to reflect that hey, we got 9 people. Can we get going here? Yeah, you can see I'm just like, let's just get going. I mean, if you guys are good with 9, then let's just do this. Fat, oh, Fat approves it. Let's do it. I'm only looking for one person. Big shocker, right? Big shocker. I got crewmate again. So right here, I think Kira's pretty good, right? Because she's standing here doing this task. And she's also going in here, again, assuming to do other tasks. Starry's at that task right there, as does Stizzy and I think Dovahkiin and a couple other people. See, and I love this task, but I only love it if somebody's watching you, right? Because then it automatically tells that person that they can vouch for you, right? Because the imposters can't get scanned in here. So Dovahkiin looks really suspicious right there. He's just standing there when the seismic stabilizers are going off. Wow, tongue twister, right? So many people are up there, which I found weird because I mean, typically if there's at least 2 people there, come to the other one, right? So we at least got that cleared out. I come over here and get some more tasks done. All I have is storage, and I gotta go do the rocket, I think, right? Yeah, the fuel engines. Okay. There's Kira. Elbots is dead. Dovahkiin's reported. Calls out red immediately. Right? Poor White. Poor Elbots. And Stizzy calls out red going into a vent. So, I mean, again, boom, you get a call out like that. Let's just go ahead and do it. It's early game. Just get him out of here, right? Which is, again, funny because I think Dovahkiin and Stizzy were the first ones to say it was red, and yet they're the last ones to vote. That was something I was noticing, again, being in a random public server. You did have people that were slow to type, slow to vote, things like that. Papaya. Yep. Yes, Fat. We are gonna snitch you out like that. Yep. That's sort of how the game works, right? He's like, okay, okay, I'll take it, and he even votes for himself. Like, yep, all right, I got busted. And then for some reason, Julius leaves the game. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Why? Like, why are you just randomly leaving a game for? I mean, we literally had 10 at the previous game. We lost somebody because they lost as an imposter, and then we just have somebody randomly leaving right there. You literally just voted for the guy to get out, and now you just randomly leave. Like, you would like to think it's just server issues or something like that, where people are getting, lagged out or logged out, whatever. I literally only have 2 tasks left. Repair the drill, and here's Kira, the person that I thought was legit, faked the tasks earlier, just broke my neck. So Starry's still in there. Stizzy's reported a body. Stacey says Brown's good, so Dovahkiin's good. Papaya's vouching for Stizzy. So you got 3 right there, all vouching for each other. Starry's already voted. I don't even remember who he voted for. Again, I don't have the audio for him. Which again, we were in a Discord call and I recorded this through OBS, so I have no idea how the audio didn't get caught, but we'll figure that out for the next video. So I think this was more like a process of elimination, right? I can account for 3 of them. All you have left is Starry and Kira. And everybody's kind of made up their minds. And there she goes. She gets 3 votes. And she's done. Crewmates win again.